So, do Instagram hashtags still matter? The short answer, yes, but not like they used to. So today, we're breaking down exactly how hashtags work now, whether you should still be using them, and what actually matters most for reach right now. Let's dive in.
So before we talk about what to do today, let's rewind a bit because understanding why things changed will make all of this click. Back in the day, for those who were around, hashtags were the way to get reach.
Oh yeah,
and
what a time.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just so different, and it's just you got reach with those
Absolutely.
hashtags.
Yeah, it literally worked. We
Yeah.
had strategies. We had like 5 videos.
Yeah,
about
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
Hence this update.
Yeah.
And that's why we all maxed out on 30 hashtags. We spent hours researching the perfect ones and tracked every single piece of performance of every single Instagram hashtag like our lives depended on it. And honestly, it worked. Posts could go viral purely because you used the right hashtags for your niche or community. And why? Because hashtags were once the primary way people discovered new content from accounts that they didn't follow on Instagram. You could even follow hashtags directly. Do you remember that?
Yep.
Do y'all remember that?
Yeah.
And your content would show up for anyone else who followed that tag or searched for it, even if the post didn't already have a ton of likes and engagement.
That was a key part too. Was even
that
if
awesome?
it could still be like 5 likes or something like that. It was like as long as you were following the hashtag, you would see that
You
post.
would see it every
What
time.
a time.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
But how content is discovered now has completely changed, and that's why hashtags lost power.
Yeah, 100%. So here's the biggest update that most people still miss. Instagram's algorithm has changed dramatically, right? So Instagram moved from a follower-based graph to an interest-based graph.
Yeah.
That means the algorithm doesn't just care about who you follow anymore. Arguably, it doesn't even really care at all. It's cared less than ever, that's for sure.
Big time.
And what it cares about most is what you interact with. So not who you follow, but what you engage with. So even if someone doesn't follow you, Instagram can still recommend your content if it aligns with their interests. And by the way, if all the algorithm talk feels a little bit confusing, we actually dive more into how certain updates impact you based on what you're trying to get out of Instagram. We do this every single month inside our membership channel. We do Q&As, content reviews. We answer specific questions. Plus, members get priorities in our DM. So if you want help figuring out how all of this always applies to your content, that's where to start. The link is below. But on the broader topic of algorithm and recommendations, Adam Mosseri, who's the head of Instagram, said recently in a post where they announced that they hit 3 billion monthly users.
That's
Who said
wild.
Instagram was dead? 3 billion monthly users.
They'd be
It's
wrong.
wild. What he did say is that recommendations will only increase. So how people discover your content, right? So we'll be seeing more recommended content than ever as users. And we're actually going to break down how you can make sure your content is recommended in a few more minutes. So stay tuned for that. But they're already rolling out interest-based topic selection. So users can literally tell Instagram what they want to see and better control their algorithm, since recommendations will be so important. So when we're thinking about how the algorithm works now, what does this all mean for hashtags, and do they actually still matter?
So the short answer is yes.
Okay.
But in a different way now.
Yeah.
So Mosseri has confirmed a few times, but to quote the man verbatim, contrary to popular belief, hashtags aren't a way to get more reach. So what does this mean? So he has gone on to say hashtags are useful for context and connection, which is still important for content performance. Hashtags now help Instagram understand your content, and they feed the algorithm data about how your posts relate to each other and to specific topics. So that means they're great for campaigns, building content libraries from your customers, or connecting community posts under one branded hashtag. That's probably one of the best ways to use it. And
Agreed.
of course, for adding personality or humor with cheeky hashtags.
I do love a cheeky hashtag. I love the funny ones,
I'm a
you know.
fan.
That's not even for search, it's just to be
Just for
funny and
lols.
add for flair. Yeah.
But people did that back in the day
Yeah,
a lot.
exactly.
And then
Yeah.
when hashtags got more serious,
Yeah.
it became like, it's such a waste.
I know.
And
Because
then
you
now-
needed the 30 and you could only have 30. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now we're back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you can still use them, but you just don't have to. And skipping hashtags won't hurt your reach.
And of course, then, your next question is going to be, how many hashtags do I need to use? So
Yes.
how many should you use? Our answer, keep it under 5. And this is straight from Instagram's latest best practice and recommendation.
Exactly right. So now here's the part that really matters. Even if you don't use hashtags, Instagram still understands what your content is about, and that's because of keywords. So if you've ever typed a phrase into the search bar, but not a hashtag, and seen relevant posts pop up, that's Instagram search AI in action, and it works just like Google. Instagram recommends content based on context and language, so you need to optimize your posts accordingly. Now, this means for you need to use relevant keywords in your caption. You need to write those words on screen and say them in your video scripts because the crawlers can read those bad boys. And include them in graphics or text overlays. Once again, it can still read those. All of that gives Instagram information about your topic and your ideal audience, and we'll break down how to find the right keywords and where to include them in our full video on social search.
That's going to be pop up right here for you, and it's going to be in the description box below.
Yes.
But overall, so to answer the question we get very, very often, do Instagram hashtags still matter? The answer is yes, just not that much. So they help with organization and context, but they're no longer your main growth lever, that
Facts.
one that used to do, as we romanticize and reminisce
Hashtag
about what they
banks.
used to do with those hashtag bags and stuff like that. Your time is way better spent creating high quality, keyword optimized content that keeps people watching, reading, and engaging, because that is what the algorithm now rewards.
Yes.
So do not stress about the perfect hashtag set. Stress or focus on making content that's clear, valuable, and discoverable. So we hope that clears things up. If it did for you, or if you have any questions, just let us know. But give us a like and hit subscribe if it did help you, because we have got more videos coming up in this kind of shorter form style every week that will be breaking down what's actually working on Instagram right now and how to adapt them to your strategy. And we're also just curious, do you still use hashtags? Were you ever using them? Did you have a newer account so you're not even part of the hashtag era and you never cared about them? Or are you going all in on keyword optimization? We want to hear from you. So check out this video next. It's all about how to grow on Instagram with SEO, and we will see you in the next video.
Peace.
Bye.